before noon the day after tomorrow.
Well, I suppose it can wait another day. Tell him to come then.
I will, sir. Thank you.
Day after tomorrow. It's global warming.
Is someone there?
I am here, Mr. Wilt! Mr. Chamberlain, I'm a huge fan. But unfortunately, I am trespassing in your pretzel room. Where is my bed? That's my bed, the rug.
What was that noise?
What is up here? Anything in here? Am I trespassing here too? What is in here? Blurry vision. Why is my vision blurry? Creek. Sleep here. What is in here? I feel like I will be stealing lots of stuff from here later. To put in the exhibit at the university. Oh, hello, Mr. Parrish again. No, I'm in his private area.
Look out.
Where am I supposed to go? Don't mind me, just exploring. What is over here? Hello, Legolas. What is over here? What is over here? Can I climb?
Hey!
Oh!
Must eat.
Must eat. What can I eat? I will eat food. I'll eat an apple. I'll eat another apple. I have so many apples. There's lots of apples. All the apples. Alright. Many of the apples. But where is my bed? I must find my bed. My bed over here. My bed is over here. My bed in this building. This is my bed. I sit in my bed. And I sleep. I sleep. That's okay. I guess I cannot sleep. Can I take ye old Nuka-Cola to keep me awake? Oh no. All right. I speak to you,
You've done well, lad.
Sir Brumley.
I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in.
Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you,
Maybe.
young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, damn, make me sound like a freaking peasant, don't you? Pete.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
I'm going to... 'Cause I didn't mean... I'd rather get that food back than I did earlier. Didn't realize we were going to be able to eat and then get rest. Hello to anyone new who might be coming to my stream. How are you today? Yes. Alright.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he would. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Indeed, such a loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our
Melanie.
brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here.
Yes, very overwhelmed. You're hungry the richer you get. In the end, you can even die. Different foods. The apple will fill you up like a roast duck, but it won't stay fresh for long. Some food can be more refreshing than heat. Lentil mash. Roasted duck. Take the duck. I'll take out the duck. Take all the food. All the food, so that way I will have plenty of food for the road. Eat from the pot. Eat from this pot. Eats the pot. Is there edibles? I will always love a good edible. Khalifa Kush. Be exact. Take some of that. No, don't steal.
Jesus! Jesus Christ! A thief!
Guards, come here quick! There's
Uh-oh.
a thief over there!
I'm going to jail. Well, catch will try to catch you. If you get away, people remember your crime. The more serious the crime, the longer they'll remember.
Hey! You! Don't move a muscle!
Lost your wind?
Maybe. I surrender.
Ah,
Let's see what happens. I'll just reload it again.
You were seen stealing. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Joke's on you, I don't have any money. Let's see.
this is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
Try your fairy tales on someone else.
Alright, let's try a new one.
I hear you came from
I don't have
Scarlet's
money.
I can't
today.
pay that.
It must have been terrible there.
You still have to pay the
What
penalty.
happened?
Looks like you'll have to sit it out in jail.
Jail? Alright, let's go and get it over with quick.
You'll love
Going
it
to be
there.
on Yale Cup.
It's all set up specially just for the
Means
likes
I'm
of
not
you.
good enough for the
Give me
dead.
back the stolen goods and show me what else you have on you.
You're free to go.
What? Are you serious?
Sir Divish doesn't want our hero locked up.
Great.
Yes.
Go then, you fucker.
Damn. Actually, I'll reload again. Just because I didn't know I was stealing, I just thought I was grabbing stuff.
What the?
Try this again.
You've done well, lad. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
That's true.
I can't understand why he'd wasted.
Alright, we'll be careful this time. Eat some pot.
You're that lad from Scarlet's?
Alright, who does better? Alright, try not to steal anything. Drink some wine.
How ill-mannered.
What? But I'm not allowed to take any wine. I learned food. Yes, food. Not a lot of people know about food.
I have to
I
eat
know
something.
about food.
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
I have the hunger. Cheese. Always gotta have some cheese. Cheese is life. That, all else I can take? But over here. Sure, I do not steal anything. That would be bad. Like this cheese. This bread. Not wish to steal it. Anything in these? No. No. Can I eat some more of the pots? No. Alright. Take a ye old nap. Lady Stephanie. Can't even talk to you. Go to ye old bed. Take ye old sleep. Sleep. Sleep for ye old 8 hours. Come on. Or not.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
You're gonna wine me and dine me, aren't you?
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal.
Oh, you could help me get better.
I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Oh, I certainly feel like doing something.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
And then the fuckery started.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The humans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Oh, I will.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and
Yes.
beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true.
You could be my queen.
But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
No, stay. Keep each other warm.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I'll wait for you. Ye old PTSD.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Ye old survivor's guilt.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Avenge me!
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Bad Company? I love that game. That and the second one.
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.